That was definitely worth the little detour. And voila. Alright, so I'm just gonna say, chilling at a stoplight with views like this is not even fair. Look what we got behind us. Good night. Alright, on we go though. At least when this turns green. Yeah, I could. It is. We might have only been here like 2 days so far, or like a day and a half really, but I feel like we've already got the full Sedona experience and we are on our way to get more. I'm just hyped and these views are crazy. I've got to share this because, my lord. Like I said in the last video, Maddie and I have already both collectively decided that we could definitely live in the Flagstaff, Sedona, Cottonwood area. I mean, look at this. Imagine waking up and having this stuff, just such easy access. We're definitely very thankful to live in a pretty a state as Arkansas, but it does not necessarily compare to this when it comes to, it's just all different types of beauty. This is just a different type of beauty and we're loving it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Man, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. We have not drove through this part of Sedona yet. It was called Uptown Sedona. I am definitely vibing with it. Good grief. Like, there's no words that can describe how pretty this is, really. The parking for Cathedral Rock was closed and you have to take the shuttle, and we aren't really feeling like doing that, so we're already satisfied with the hike that we've done today, and it is a very beautiful city and surrounding area. So we are going to just kind of see where the day takes us, and I think try to go back and get that same campsite we were at last night again tonight, but I think we're gonna try to get out there around 3-ish or so maybe, but don't know that we're gonna be so lucky to find that again. But good grief, yeah, we're just happy to be here exploring. So for now, we're just vibing, you heard? And I mean, I think we're getting the best of Sedona and the surrounding by what we're doing, and it would be nice to find some little roads that we could go drive or something. I don't know. I think we're gonna go try to find some food and maybe some place to go drive around and just kind of see what all Sedona really has to offer. Yeah, we're loving it. These views are ridiculous. It's almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just crazy. And we're both loving how some of the rock, a lot of it really changes from that red color to the white from bottom to top. So pretty. I think this is the way we came. Hey, it's telling me to go that way, Morgan Road. Well, coming back down into Sedona, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. I can't get over it. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, that is a little coffee and bakery that we're going to. We're both starving. Let's go get some food and a drink. Maddie and I found us a place that has some Starbucks coffee, a little bit of breakfast, and some amazing views. That is pretty wild. Good grief. Maddie and I have got some coffee and a little brunch-ish type. Wasn't much food, but did get the belly satisfied for now. So on we go, gonna drive around a bit and see what else we can find around the city of Sedona.
I have $2.
Well, I only need one.
Well, we did $2.
Okay.
Usually we see it if you want to come and go at sunset.
All right, awesome.
Go till midnight.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. You can see the road coming in and going all the way through and everything. It's crazy that the parking's just right there, and then you step across the road and you have all this. It's so pretty. Good grief. Just a quick little update. Down here you got the city of Sedona kind of stretching all through here. Boynton Canyon is right over there, and back up in there is the hike that Maddy and I did earlier. That is the Oak Creek Canyon, and I believe the hike we're doing tomorrow is back up in there. So just a cool little fun fact and something to be excited for in a future video to come. Well, that was a nice little fun overlook right outside of Sedona. Only took us about 5 minutes to get here from the coffee shop we were at. Don't really know what we're gonna do now, but I think we are gonna go continue to look around and see what we can get ourselves into. See you on a bit. Oh, that was definitely worth the little detour. Took no time from Sedona to get over here. So pretty. Quick update. We realized the Red Rock Scenic Byway that we were kind of thinking of going and doing, that is the road to Flagstaff. So that's what we came in on, and that's what we're going to take back in just a couple of days. So we are just kind of driving. This is the other way we needed to explore. So yeah, back on track. Whoa. Looking at it from above back there really did remind me of radiators, springs, and cars, but holy views. There's big old rock formations. Make you want to go rock climbing. Yavapai Vista. Holy, we might just be circling. Yeah. I'm not up for a hike, so I think we're just gonna turn around her and skedaddle on back to the drive. We kind of just chilling for the day, just driving, yeah, saving our legs and just driving around and seeing everything from the car, which is very, very nice. Right. Not really sure what this little city is that we're coming into. There it is, Village of Oak Creek. Okay, so maybe the hike that we do tomorrow is somewhere along this road, but I think we are just gonna take the next roundabout around and maybe head back to Sedona.
Because this is the Red Rock Park and Preserve.
Oh, this is?
Yeah,
Gotcha, that makes sense. Dang, this is such a pretty drive. Drives like this are so fun where you get to just go around, relax, and look at all the pretty views and just take it all in. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Also, I promise, I have cleaned the windshield multiple times, and I also cleaned it before we left, but it is not staying clean at all. Right after I cleaned it this last time, 2 different birds shit right on it, literally right after we left the parking lot. So yeah, I've kind of gave up on it just a little bit, in case you were wondering or concerned. But yeah, that's what's happening. Hopefully you still get the picture of the views. Shee, that's pretty. We are gonna skedaddle over this way and see what's hiding back on up in her. Yeah. Alrighty, so that up there is what we're heading for. I think it's gonna be a bit of a venture finding a parking spot. So yeah, dang, that looks like something off freaking Halo. That's crazy. Huh, well, it was cool just seeing it like this if we don't get to go up, but ooh, that means we gotta hike all the way up it. What are you thinking?
I just wanted to look at it.
Okay, I am fine with that. Yeah. Dang, that beam of the light. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty. So pretty. Anyways, gonna get turned around, head back out of here, and I think go get the last little bit of groceries that we need to whip up a fat dinner tonight. So we'll see y'all in just a bit. Good grief. I can't get over how pretty this is. I didn't really see what it was when we were coming in. I know we passed it and wasn't holding up traffic going in, but on the way back, it is adding about 13 minutes because of delayed traffic. But hey, at least we get these views to work with. But yeah, there is thy mother calling, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer that. See you all in a bit. It's ridiculous. These views are insane. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I'll just continue showing them and saying it. Yeah, found a Whole Foods, so gonna go in there, grab the last little bit of ingredients that we need for dinner tonight, and maybe a little snack or something, who knows. But yeah, it is currently right at 1 p.m. and I think after this just gonna kind of continue maybe looking around Sedona a bit. We got a little gift shop, got some shirts, so pretty happy about that. Just gonna grab some groceries and then mess around for a bit more and see y'all when we go try to find a campsite. So hopefully the campsite that me and Maddie are gonna be able to get again tonight, it is back over in that area, kind of back up in that stuff. So fingers crossed we're able to get it. It should only be about 15-20 minutes away, so we'll update y'all once we get there. So we got around the little car and cruising on to the campsite. Should only have like a mile or two in, so we'll get y'all updated once we get over there. Down there is where we were camped, and it looks like as of right now it's open, so as long as Juck Buddy in front of us doesn't go down there, it's looking like we should hopefully have our same campsite. And if that's the case, our rocks still should be there from last night. If you know, you know. If not, go check out the previous camping video and then you will know. But yeah. Moment of truth, I've always got anxiety. Regardless, we should have a campsite there, it looks like, but I really want that same one we did have, so 2 nights in a row would be crazy. Yeah, I just yeeted that. I'm just excited because we have the one buddy that pulled up yesterday to go ride ATVs, and then the other buddies that came kind of yesterday morning-ish. Not morning, but like right after we got here. So we're gonna go up here and get back to our spot. Oh, yeah, so we've got our campsite back, got the nice views. A little parking blocks there, still there. Got the tent. What we're gonna do is park like that. The sun is kind of behind us and we don't really want it shining on us, so gonna prop it up where it's like that and the sun's kind of hitting on the top, and then we'll have this view out of the back. Gonna get that popped up and I'm gonna do a bit of relaxing. It's only about 2:30 right now. I think we're gonna wait till about 4-ish, maybe 5, and then whip up some dinner. Did make sure to get the final ingredients I needed for tonight, so we are feasting, ladies and gents, not just having ramen. Be ready. So I'm gonna go ahead, get the ladder put up and get everything set up so we can kind of get in there and relax. The sun should be hitting to where don't really have it coming in the tent, and the way that it sets, we shouldn't really have to worry about that either. Once I do get ready to cook dinner, then I'll get it situated to how it's gonna be for the night and get it set up that way. Luckily, I won't have to pop down the tent either. I can just move the car with it up. Anyways, cue tent setup. It really doesn't feel too awful in here right now, to be honest. I think with the windows and stuff open and whatnot and the wind blowing through, it should be a-okay. All right, so I've got the tent set up, got a crazy view going here. Good night. It's about 85 degrees or so right now, and as you can see, the sun is there behind us. Don't have any of it coming in hitting the tent, so should be in good shape there. And with the breeze coming through, it's a little airy right now and honestly doesn't feel too bad. So I think we're gonna put some pillows up here and just relax and enjoy it a bit. Can't believe we got this side again, man. Maddie and I are laying here posted up. We have got the little battery pack up here. That is, once again, what's been being a lifesaver and helping us charge our phones and GoPro charger, and also Apple Watches. But really what I wanted to do is come on here and acknowledge this view that we've got once again. Look at that. That just doesn't even make sense. We were laying here and just have that just... So I was wrong, and the sun is kind of starting to shift into the car. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it around and get it up on the rocks and get it where it's gonna be for the night. So yeah, let's get to that. Just like the setup we had last night, we've got the rocks under there because we don't really have any blocks for the tent. That is one thing that we need to get and that we haven't really invested in since getting the rooftop tent, but that's crazy. Gonna get the ladder back up. It is currently just after 4 p.m. and I think I'm gonna wait another 45 minutes to an hour before I start cooking dinner, but just took a little dude wipe shower and got all changed up. If you didn't know about dude wipes, well, yeah, now you do. Anyways, got the camper leveled up. Like I said, gonna wait about 45 more minutes or so. Maddie's down there reading, and I am just up here enjoying these views. So happy we were able to get this campsite again tonight. I was already blown away that we got it once, but to get it twice in a row, that is incredible. Man, those views are crazy. I could stay here endlessly and not get tired. But we do have an exciting dinner planned for tonight, and until then we are just going to continue sitting here enjoying these views. Maddie's kicked back enjoying a book, and going to continue on and see y'all in a bit once we start cooking dinner. Alright, so change of plans. I think we're going to go ahead and get the stuff out for dinner and start making it. I am excited to show you all this. It is a meal that Maddie and I have recently discovered. It's super easy, super simple, and pretty cheap. So yeah, excited to show you all that. Once again, with a beautiful view. Yeah, it has been so long since we have gotten out and been able to camp and just enjoy it like this. So, man. Sure you can tell by the videos, but we are absolutely loving Arizona. We're already wanting to plan trips back here. So I'm sure this is not the last time you all will see content from here, but let's get to cooking. Alright, so we've got a very fun one today, and that is going to be some pork tonkatsu. And the first thing we got to do is get some pork chops cut up. Maddie has already made the sauce, thankfully, and it's just kind of a big mixture of things, but stick around for a bit to find out more on that. I'm going to go throw the switch so that's not sitting out. So I've got the pork chop cut up. Now for the next part, got to get them flattened out, and then I'm going to put them in some flour, beat up an egg, dip them in that, and then finish them off with one final ingredient before we throw them in the oil and get them fried up, but we'll get to that in just a sec. Alright, so really you want to get the pork chop as flat as possible. Don't know if you can see it from there too good, but looking nice and thin. And now on to the breading process. Oh, look at that, babe. Look at that, Jen. Innovation. Look at that. Alright, also just a quick little pro tip. I don't know if it was true or not, but I guess not really a pro tip, but just a little tip. Get some flour, sprinkle it through the egg yolk, and I've heard somewhere that it helps the breadcrumbs stick to the pork chop better, so that's how I always do it, so we're gonna go with it. Alright, gonna set that there. Up her. And these are the little breadcrumbs that I get. Would recommend 10 out of 10. Haven't really tried anything else, but these have done me right so far in the past, so gonna continue sticking with them for now. And you want to definitely make sure and get them all coated up. Granted, we have used this bag several times already, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of them in it and throw this away because I don't really want to travel back with it. What I like to do is kind of take some of the breadcrumbs buried on top and press it into a little bit, and that just kind of helps it stick stick to it a little bit better for when it does go into the fryer. That one is looking mighty fine. A little close up right quick. Cha, cha. Set that back down and get to this one. Also, in case you were unaware, Maddie and I are from the South, and so too much breading is never an issue, so maybe don't add as much as me, but hey, we cooking and y'all about to see it. All right, now to get my hands cleaned up and get some oil boiling, because that is a little bit of a messy process. All right, hands are all clean now. Gonna put this in a safe spot. Safe spot being up here in the tent for just a second while we get some oil going. All right, cool. Also, it was dang near perfectly calm like 15-20 minutes ago, and now the wind's starting to pick up right as I'm going to boil some oil. But hey, we're still enjoying these views. Maddie's enjoying a book, and yeah, we're vibing. On we go. Also, I will say it did take me just a little bit longer to get everything ready because I had a few dishes from last night that I didn't clean last night, so I had to clean them before I got going today. But it is currently 5:16 and we're getting cooking. Yeah. All you want to do, take some vegetable oil and put you enough in there to let the pork chop swim and get all nice and buttered up in it. Now we let that go for a bit, enjoy some views in the process, and catch you on just a sec. So while we're sitting here waiting on the oil to get boiling, I just wanted to give one little update. One way to tell when it is good to go, if you'll take some of the leftover breadcrumbs and just sprinkle them in it. Once you drop them in and they brown pretty much instantly, then the pork chop's good to go and launch on in there. So shouldn't be too much longer. The wind's kind of died back down a little. Hopefully it stays away till the evening, and yeah. All right, gonna take a little bit of the extra breadcrumbing and drop it in there. All right, I'm sure y'all could see that sizzling a little bit. It turned brown fairly fast, but not quite quick enough. Gonna leave it just a little bit longer and should be good to go in just a sec. So we are good to go. As you can see, drop those crumbs in, they immediately start to bubble and start browning up. So we're gonna grab the lovely pork chops, try not to drop them. What you're gonna wanna do, just take them, huzzah, and voila. Gonna wanna come here to the timer. Gonna go 3.5 minutes because I haven't really cooked it outside. Typically I'll go like 4 or 5 minutes on the first side and then I'll flip it, go another like 3 or 4, but since we're cooking this outside for the first time, I'm gonna go 3.5 and then maybe like 3 or another 3.5. So yeah, let's get these puppies cooked. I am excited. Been in there about 2.5 minutes. Gonna leave it another 45 seconds, flip them, and give it about 3 more minutes, and I think we're gonna call it good. All right, so all in all, they've probably been going a little over 4 minutes or right at. So I'm gonna give them a nice little flip and set a 2.5 minute timer and call it good. Also, we have one more final step to the process once the pork chop's done, and it's a pretty simple one that shouldn't take too long. So let's get to that. I think those are looking nice and done. Goodness gracious. Man, those are looking good. Gonna get this cut up and ready to be prepared, and then get the last ingredient ready to go. That's I'm just gonna move this this around. I'm just gonna set my grill around over to the side for a sec, let it cool down, and clean it up in a bit. Alrighty, so for the final piece of the puzzle, we've got some coconut jasmine rice. Gonna use the jet bowl to get that whipped up. Shouldn't take too long. Let's get to it. Don't need too much water in it, just enough to make it swim a little. I'll throw it on there. Crank that puppy up, and we are going. Alright, that should be good to go. Gonna go get some of that drained out. Alrighty, we are back with the pork chop, and it is looking mighty fine. Oh, good grief, that is done perfect. That is what y'all want. A little messy on the cutting board, but gonna get this all whipped up into one dish, get the final sauce on, and show you all the final product. We are back with the finished product. But wait, I thought you said there was a special sauce, and there is. It's right here. Oh my lord. That is the secret sauce right there, ladies and gents. Oof. I tend to smother my letter swim. Especially since we aren't going to be using it after this. We got to make the most of it. And there she is. That, my friends, is pork tonkatsu. Let's eat. Ooh, goodness. Alright, giving Maddie her phone back. Shout out to her. Let's get a thank you, Maddie, in the comments, because I've kind of ran my phone pretty much out of storage. I've got just enough to take some pictures and stuff for the rest of the time we're at Sedona, but don't really got enough to record on my phone. So, again, thank you in the comments to Maddie. Get a first little taste test up here like this. Oh my gosh. The white chicken chili we've made in the past while camping has been pretty bussin', but I'm not gonna lie, these deep fried pork chops might just take the cake on the best camping meal that we have ever had. Not to mention these views are crazy too. I'm sure the camera's not gonna do it any justice, but this is so crazy. It literally doesn't even feel real at all right now, having this campsite for free, just kicked back, relaxing, enjoying this nice little sunset. And not only that, we've timed it just perfect so that the sun is just now setting, and yeah, we have these gorgeous views over the mountain. But gonna continue eating. It is right at 6 p.m. and gonna finish the food up, enjoy it while we have these views, and get ready for bed shortly after. It's definitely starting to cool down now that the sun is behind that little cliff line back there.
She said she had to take Hazel out again because she got excited. Like,
it's always so crazy to me that there's places like this offered to camp for free. Maddy and I have been talking about it all day, that we couldn't get over how lucky we were to have this spot last night, and came back today and have it again. We are definitely enjoying it. And that is 2 camping happy plates. Gonna get everything packed up. I think I got some Nutter Butters in the tent already to snack on later, but now it's time for the fun part. After cooking and enjoying a nice meal, got to get everything packed up because once again, we're gonna get up super early and get on a hike. So see y'all once I get everything packed up and ready to go for tomorrow. So amazing out here right now. It is absolutely crazy that we have this site once again for another night. Everything's packed up, loaded up in the car, and Maddie and I are ready to go for tomorrow. So we are just relaxing. This is crazy that I can just turn around. See that back there behind me? Look forward. I have this. Right over here, I have this. And then out the window, I have that. Absolutely insane. But the food was a 10 out of 10 tonight. It absolutely slapped. So our stomachs are both happy, and we have a few snacks up here that we are munching down on while we relax and watch the sunset. But yeah, I think we are gonna get up at about, I don't know, probably 3:45 to 4-ish tomorrow. Have to make a stop at a gas station because we just realized we are down to our last few waters, and we're kind of doing a 6.5 mile hike tomorrow. So yeah, you gotta have some of those. But anyways, just gonna lay here, relax, enjoy the scenery behind us. Got a crazy view out there, and yeah, didn't really get too cold last night. I think it only got down to about maybe like high 30s, low 40s. Slept with this like little down mimic type blanket, and Maddie's got a sleeping bag over here. I think she's gonna sleep with her head over there because she wasn't a fan of the wind blowing through here, but I am kind of loving it. So I'm gonna stay like this again and just enjoy it. It's only 6:51 right now, but back home that's like 8:51, so we're still kind of feeling that time zone, and I'm sure we'll both be passed out in about an hour or 2 tops because last night we were both asleep before 8, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, anyways, just gonna enjoy this, and we will catch y'all in a bit. I didn't do the best job a second ago of showing the best views around the tent and our campsite, so this is what we're working with. And out the front, you got that nice mountain range back there. It is actually the view that we are looking at out the front and what I've been laying here enjoying. But I will say, out there is very beautiful, and I have just been laying like this, letting the wind hit me and just relaxing. And I will say, even though it is a group campsite, there's only maybe like 5 or 6 spots. They are fairly well away from each other and still pretty quiet. Maddie and I haven't had any issues so far, knock on wood, and we're loving it. I say no issues so far. We did have that one group that came in, blaring music, and luckily they left pretty fast. Other than that, haven't had to worry about anyone else. But also, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that was in one of the last videos, so go check that out if you haven't already. And just for a reference real quick too, because I don't think I've shown the campsite in this video. Yeah, just a couple neighbors back over there, but everyone's far enough away that we can't really hear anything, so have our own little spot. And then right over there is where I cooked tonight. Right down there is where I cooked last night, so yeah, we are big chilling. That is such a crazy view to be laying here looking at while dozing off. This breeze feels so good too. It's probably like mid 60s right now, something like that. But it'll probably get down to like high 40s, low 50s, something like that, maybe low 40s. I don't know, but it's feeling good, and I am ready for another good night's sleep, because last night Maddie and I, we both slept like champs. Now could have been because we were running on like 2 to 3-ish hours of sleep combined, and drove 17 hours, did a 4-mile hike, and we also worked right before doing all that driving, so pretty worn out. But our serotonin was boosted and we were excited to get out here. But it's about 7:30ish right now, and we are both feeling pretty exhausted, and I'm thinking within the next 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour tops, we are both going to be out. I think we've decided to get up at around 3:15, 3:30ish, and try to head out by around 4:15, 4:30. So we'll see you on the morning.
everyone, it is currently about 3:40 a.m. and just over 50 degrees. It is feeling amazing out right now, and I slept so good. Maddy and I are going to lay here another 5 or so minutes, then I'm going to get up, get everything unloaded from the tent down to the car, get the tent packed down, and we're going to head out to the hike that we plan on doing today. It's about 7 miles if all trails correct, and it is a super exciting one. There is something very, very extra special about this. We'll get more details on that in a bit. See you on a sec. Man, that was a good stretch. Trying to be quiet because we do have some camping neighbors, so gonna get the tent packed down and we will see y'all in the car.
All right, we've got everything unloaded. A rooftop tent is packed down. On to the next adventure. Let's get it. Ooh. On we go. Oh, probably should put the parking brake off. Now on we go. I should have just gone faster. I went too slow going up it. We good though. Sorry. Also, Maddy and I have not adjusted the time there because we're only going to be here for a few days, so not really any point in adjusting it when it's adjusted on our phones and everything. Currently, it is about 4:15 a.m. and as y'all can see, we are headed out to the next adventure. And what we have in store for today is the West Fork of Oak Creek Trail. I think number like 108 or something. Don't really know what that means, but it is about a 7-mile trail, and one of the cool things about it is it kind of mimics the Narrows in Zion, and you walk through a little canyon of water from what we've seen. So we are both super excited for that. But anyways, this is where this video ends, and we will see y'all in the next one. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Till next time, peace. Also, real quick, our neighbor that had came up that ended up being right next to us, don't really know what she was going on about during the night. She was kind of on one and pretty unhappy about something. I think she was the only one in the car from what we had seen, and I don't really know that she was on the phone or anything, so not really sure what was going on there. But yeah, we cooking, ladies and gents. I just want to throw that in there, and yeah, we good.